In this tutorial, we're going to be covering the Payment tab, but we're going to start out on the Billing to recap. To make it very clear, the Billing tab uses dates in a historical way, in that each time you do an invoice, it's dated for the day of the invoice, meaning that that covers one invoice. So if you had different dates like the 26th up here on this client, or a lot of dates actually, those dates cover the current invoice that you're actually doing. So if you were on the equipment assignment and you took the date of the actual transaction, for example, this 26th, which is the last one, and you went over to the Billings tab and added that information for that one item, in this case, here's the 26th for a lawnmower for one rental, that would be a singular invoice unless you added additional stuff to it. So when you go to billing and there's a balance at the top, for example, I added that in the last video, I added that one item. What would happen is there would be a amount. These are the running totals. Then there would be an amount showing here as a balance. And this would be the summary of everything that had been paid for all the invoices to this point. So as you're looking up here on balance due, that would be the payment due for the current invoice. In the case of the last one we were doing where I did this sample, there was a $38 and change invoice that was put into the system. So this would have been $38 and change. If you came over to the Payment tab and clicked on it, you're going to add that one item based on the balance. So if there was a balance and it was paid on the 26th, you would put in the 26th, you'd put in the amount due, and let's just say $38 or $39 for the opportunity to show that. What you would do then is to take the amount paid, whatever it be, if you paid the whole or part of the entire bill, and let's just say they paid the whole thing, you could see that it would now go ahead and put in the amount paid. Now in this case it's minus 39, but if there was $39 it would have covered it and made it zero. Then you can put in how it was paid, either check, cash, or whatever, and either the last four digits of the check or the last four digits of the credit card number, and you're done. You've completed the transaction. Now it's that simple to do payments. Now there is a billing invoice that is tied to the payment system, so that as you take one payment or a number of payments or even a quote, you can style the invoice to show the information that you want to using a find. And we'll be covering that next when we're going to do the billing invoice, which is clicked on over here, and that displays the actual billing invoice, which is a report. As I stated before, if you want to delete a line item, you can go into the individual item portal record and click on delete to remove a line item, and thereby I got rid of the actual item. You can return to the listing or report for the payment, or you can come in here and note that the lock in each one of these screens actually takes you back to the main menu. So in this case I could go ahead and return into the line item menu, and then in this case here's the, well, it's not there, but this is the list of all the payments that were being made. That's the payment listing. So that covers the payment taken by an individual invoice or a group of invoices. Remember now, you need to use the submit button at the top of the screen if you're editing these screens to accept it if it's on the server. Thank you.